What up? Big Herc916. You tuned in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thanks for the support. You know, I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And before you wife her, there's some things you got to ask, man. Because I see a lot of guys jumping into situations just because they got that coochie, man. Coochie got them wrapped around the fingers. They twerking on that thing, and that thing is doing all kind of squirting and everything, and you know, dude is just like, oh my God, this is the one. Look, man, you got to ask some serious questions, man. Lust is not the same as love. First and foremost, we could lust every day. You could lust in the grocery store. You could lust in the gym. You could lust at the beach. You could lust just walking around, but it's not love, man. That's your little man talking to you down there, your little brain with your huevos. That's them talking about, come on, man. You know, let's empty these things out. Let's make a deposit. But that's not love, man. So before you start thinking, you know, you're gonna really wife a female, first and foremost, you want to know about her past to some degree, because you don't know if she's got a crazy ex who's some dude who's a stalker, or just, you know, there's some backstory there. Maybe she has relationships that have no closure and you got to deal with that, or this dude, you know, he might have some family and she's still in the midst of some type of a breakup. Then you gotta look at her family. What kind of background does she have? Does she have anything in regards to, like, you know, family issues, you know, psychological issues, you know, things that could possibly come back to haunt you, in the sense that if you try to break up with her, she loses it. If you decide to dip, she loses it. She might turn into a stalker, you know, she might turn into a cold, nemesis to you, to where you just terrorize. I've seen it. Make accusations, you know, hey, you know, he raped me, anything, man. You know, you got to be careful, man. Do your homework, man. Does this girl, you know, is she clean? Does she use drugs? Does she have habits? Is there things? Go to her house. Does she leave stuff unkept? You look under her bed. Is there, you know, shit under her bed? Does she, you know, have a bunch of animals? Maybe she has, you know, issues with, you know, letting go. I remember I really started thinking about this one female that I messed with after I broke up with her. And she was a cold, man. It terrorized me, man. Took all my passcodes to all my electronic devices and changed my emails, and just, you know, contacted people. Just did a bunch of terrifying stuff, man. And I remember the signs, you know, she had a bunch of, just like, she had stuff where she never let it go, like multiple cats, you know, bunch of different pairs of jeans, not just like regular, but stuff like she couldn't, like, she would, like, almost in a sense where you think it could be borderline, maybe she could be hoarding, you know, for fear of not wanting to let go because of just some type of deep, you know, some deep issues with things not being able to, you know, move forward, you know, close chapters. And she was a stripper, you know, so she had been told a lot of promises. And so, you know, not to knock anything with strippers or, you know, porn girls. I met some really good ones, you know, cool, you know, about their business. But then you got some crazies, just like you got crazies in the regular world. But the thing is, when you're hearing day in, day out, these guys telling you stuff and doing this and doing that, and a lot of times you're with guys who are gross. These guys are nasty. Some of these guys are nasty, man. They got a lot of money, but dude, they tore up. They tore up, man. That's why they go in there to get a nice girl, because they know without the money, they couldn't have nothing. So it's a lot of psychological there. And I put it all together, man. And I got the hell away from this female, man. But those are some of the things you got to look for, man. Depending on the background, previous job, family, psychological issues, things like that, man. You got to be careful, man. Because I'm telling you, man, once she moves in, it could get to the point where you're gonna have to move out. I seen it, man, where a dude let a female come to his house. They start fighting. He called me, hey man, call 911. What? Me, man, I'm an ex-felon. I'm not calling no 911. Man, can you come over here and be a witness? No, I cannot come over here and be a witness. The cops came. He had to leave. Or somebody was going to jail. He left. He got played. The story even got better because he kept messing with the broad. Messing around and caught a domestic behind her. Damn near caught a domestic behind her. The only reason he didn't is because she didn't tell. But he was doing some damn domestic violence after he got to confessing, then got the girl pregnant. Got her pregnant. Now she's in his pocketbook. And not only is she in his pocketbook, you got the state in the pocketbook. Because now, come to find out, the girl had previous drug use and never got clean. I'm telling you, man, you don't know about these women, man. They could be hot and all this, but when they got habits, you're not with them all day. You don't know what they do. You don't know if they, tweaking behind closed doors, if they doing something in the bathroom. People can hide drug use, man. I've been around a lot of people who use drugs, man, and you would never know. But little things tell you, man. Little things tell you. Little things, biting on the nails, or little twitches or fidgeties or different things, man. Watch yourself, man. Before you start, like I said, moving these females in and having kids with them, watch yourself, man. And then look at the exes. Who are the girl's exes? Is the ex a crazy dude? Is he somebody, does she have, and does she have, who's her baby's daddies? And if they got kids, and you can't just, once she moves in with the kids, you can't just kick them out. You can't say, hey, get out with your kids, because now you got kids involved. And the kids, do you really want to be a daddy, or are you trying to just, bust her cheeks? So once you start having kids involved, you're busting cheeks, man. You got kids, man. These kids need attention. You can't just have these kids up in there and you thinking you treating the mom any kind of way and you busting her cheeks, and then you got to be, you got to play parent. So you go from being busting her cheeks to being a co-parent. Then you got the real parent coming back and forth in the mix, and you got to, deal with that. So, how are you going to manage all this stuff, man, before you, really make that commitment, man? These are things you got to look at. There's certain females, I was busting their cheeks and they had a kid, but once I realized, that it would have to go further and I would have to kind of co-parent with the kid if she moved in, I looked at the baby daddy and he was a cold piece of work. And I'm like, you know what? I had to pass, man. Even though I cared about the female, I had to pass because I could not get involved with the baby daddy drama. Couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. And those are some of the things you got to consider, because that could put you in a whole world of mess. His family members, the drama, the kid, and saying stuff, and, popping up holidays, all these different things, man. So, do your homework, man. Look at her, who her family is, meet her family, her parents. If you're going to move her in, if you're just hitting, man, okay, cool. If you go, you guys go out, hang out with friends. But once you start talking about moving in, you better do some serious research, man, because once you let somebody in your house, there's certain laws. You can't just evict somebody. You can't just tell them to go. If they want, they can stay in your house for who knows how long, and somebody's got to go. And once they get accusations involved, then it's a whole nother can of worms. But I try to keep you guys laced up, man, and tell you, man, because I've seen a lot, and I've seen dudes, man. I can predict it. I can predict it, man, when it hits the fan. And when it hits the fan, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. So, do your background. If you're busting cheeks, bust them cheeks out, man. But do not move her in. Once you do that, you are headed to a whole nother level. And like I said, when there's kids involved, and if she gets pregnant, and you ain't did your homework, and you think you want to have her as a mother to your child, you are hit. I'm giving you some real boss game right here, man. Big Herc916. Hello, I'm Big Herc916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking. Hey. I got that work. Hey. See, while y'all in quarantine,
got that work. Split the coronavirus wig, man. Hey, go to the link in the description and get your limited edition coronavirus wig splitter shirts. Big Herc916 getting down fresh out.